Hey, sports fans, Larry to RunBlogRun. This is Athletics Chat 29, and this is the epilogue, or as you guys know it affectionately, Larry's monologue. You know the deal, Stuart, Weir, and I. Stuart's in lovely Oxford, England, and Larry is, of course, in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, and we spend 40 minutes once a week solving many of the world's mysteries and problems in athletics. I'm not sure if we solve them. I think we sometimes maybe even confuse them, or add a little confusion. But I've digressed. So, our first topic, Cherry Alexander. Cherry has been involved with British athletics for 30 years, and she's been on the event side. And she was responsible for the 2017 London World Champs, the 2018 Birmingham World Indoor Champs. She did an awesome job. In the recent purges that have happened in British athletics, one of the things that befuddles me the most is why one would take someone who is so well liked, so well acclaimed, and remove her. And while Cherry's a nice person and has said that she has resigned and blah, 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 the way these things happen is you get pressure put on you, and I know from experience, and you decide what your next step is, where you're going to pursue other interests or whatever the press release will be. But this looks like a pretty typical one here, and it's most unfortunate because Cherry is a very talented person. I, for one, and Stuart supported it, sure hope that she gets, if she decides to work again, I think she'll be picked up by a group quickly, and I'd be more than happy to write a recommendation. Cherry Alexander is a class act. And there's been a few things that British athletics is doing. And again, I respect Joe Coates for trying to institute change, but sometimes you got to know what things to change and what things not to. That, to me, is a sign of exceptional management. I'm keeping the door open on Joe Coates. I think she's done some really good things. It's just that I disagree with her on a few things, and that's fine. We can disagree. Someday she and I will have a chat, perhaps. The next thing we talked about is the Olympics. Stuart's feeling about 60-40 right now with the vaccines that we're going to have a 2021 Olympics. We also think that we also just heard that we're going to be wearing masks everywhere. There'll be a limited number of fans, obviously. They'll manage the athletes, and we're just not going to be going anywhere, and there's not going to be any big parties, which there always is at an Olympics. So it's going to be kind of strange. But if the Olympics can happen and the world needs that, that would be great. The only way I'm going is if I get a vaccine. I just can't even test it any other way. Spoke a couple minutes about the Valencia Marathon, which will happen on December 6th. There's a 10K and a half marathon. All three have stellar fields, and Valencia knows how to put stuff together. So I'm looking forward to watching that this weekend. The big news today was Michael Caporazzo, the COO of the New York Roadrunners Club. He has announced that he will be leaving the Roadrunners Club at the end of the year. It comes as, unfortunately, no surprise. Over the last 18 months, it started with innuendo in social media, and many people thought it was kind of bogus. But apparently that within the organization, within the confines of the walls, the New York Roadrunners Club, that the working conditions may not be as good as they should be. And there was a couple things about questions about how various ethnic groups were treated. And unfortunately, much of it was innuendo. But apparently the New York Roadrunners Club board met, and Michael will be gone at the end of the year. I think Michael's done some great things. I think this is most unfortunate. But we will see. I'm very curious to see who's in charge of the New York Roadrunners Club in the future. We spent some time talking about the top athletes we liked. You'll have to listen in on that and watch that. And we talked about the Continental Tour and in 2021 and how that's supposed to play out. It's starting early in May. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and see if we can go. I hope you enjoyed this epilogue with Larry Eder on Athletics Chat 29. If you like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you love us on the YouTube. This is Larry Eater. Stay safe. Signing out.